Today we'll be giving you the DBC panel's pre-fight assessment of the upcoming heavyweight boxing bout between Jared the Real Big Baby Anderson and Martin the King of Scotland Bakole, scheduled to take place over 10 rounds on the 3rd of August at the BMO Stadium, Los Angeles in the USA. The panel hopes that you find this video informative. If so, please like, comment and share. If not, please give me feedback on how it can be improved. Please always be mindful that the DBC does not give betting advice, but merely information regarding DBC thoughts and investments. You are responsible for your own investments. Jared the Real Big Baby Anderson is 6'4" tall with a reach of over 78 inches and is expected to weigh in at between 240 and 250 pounds, looking lean, toned and well proportioned. He has a record of 17 wins, including 15 stoppages, with no losses. Anderson is 24 years old and fights out of the orthodox stance, but is able to change to southpaw. Martin Bakole stands at 6'6" tall and is expected to weigh in at anywhere between 275 and 300 pounds, looking fat but muscled and carrying that weight well. Bakole has a record of 20 wins, including 15 stoppages, and he's lost once by stoppage. Bakole is 31 years old and fights out of an orthodox stance. The panel views this fight as a potential war and a close matchup. The fight between Jared Anderson and Martin Bakole is the subject of a DBC Early Thoughts video, and a link is attached in the notes below. Please watch, like and share that video, which gives further insight into this bout. Jared Anderson's career trajectory had looked impressive until he faltered slightly against Charles Martin, who was able to tag Anderson repeatedly with his heavy backhand, and Anderson did well to come through the experience and will be the better boxer for it. Outside the ring, Anderson has been involved with legal issues, although the DBC panel is not aware of any further incidences since what was described in the Early Thoughts video for the fight. Anderson's team must hope that he has not lost focus as a result of these problems. With the fight being so evenly matched, neither fighter can afford to concede any advantages. Until his fight with Martin, Anderson had not lost a round, blasting through all opponents. Anderson uses sharp and accurate varied combinations, although the panel is not yet convinced of Anderson's power. He does vary the angles from which he attacks shelled up opponents well, as the hapless Forrest experienced. Anderson's best win was a technical knockout over Jerry Forrest, or perhaps his recent points win over Charles Martin. Forrest was beaten by a brutal onslaught of blows, and Martin was outpointed in a competitive match. Anderson's best chance to win the match is to move and employ his fast, slick jab, never allowing Bakole to get in hooking range, and taking advantage of Bakole's tendency to square up occasionally. Martin Bakole has rebuilt quite slowly from his stoppage loss to Michael Hunter 6 years ago. A series of journeymen and gatekeepers has given way to fringe contenders, with Bakole's last fight being his best win, with a 4th round technical knockout stoppage of Carlos Takam. But Bakole has also beaten Sergey Kuzmin and Tony Yoka. The hefty Bakole can land dangerous hooks with either hand, and when on a roll he is able to fire heavy punches into an opponent for a minute straight, and he seems to possess good stamina for such a fat boxer. There's some solidity to Bakole's bulk. Appearing languid, Bakole looks a bit cumbersome coming forward and is happy to let an opponent come to him, which Anderson would be wise to avoid. But Bakole can strike suddenly with his own long and varied combinations. Bakole will need to find ways to cut Anderson off in the ring, and will probably look to close the distance often. Bakole will probably be happy to trade in the pocket, as he is the bulkier man, although both fighters have good hand speed. The panel expects a competitive match between two top 15 heavyweights, with Bakole expected to take the first half of the fight, with Anderson expected to come on strongly in the second half of the fight if he does manage to survive that far. There is a fair chance that Bakole will catch Anderson and get a stoppage, with a lead left hook or a straight backhand. If Anderson can survive the first half, then Bakole may become vulnerable when tired. The panel sees this bout as important for both fighters. A win for either fighter would have fans screaming for their man to have a title shot, or at least to see him fight someone in the DBC Wall of Boxing top 5. A loss for Bakole would be surmountable, due to the quality and promise that Anderson has shown. A loss for Anderson might see him decide to quit boxing, though there would be no shame in losing to Bakole. The panel concludes that either fighter could win by any method. The DBC investment in Martin Bakole to win two-way is explained in the relevant DBC investment review video linked below. Please watch, share and like that video. Anderson vs Bakole will be broadcast on DAZN pay-per-view in the United States and the UK. The ring walk is expected to take place at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 12:30 a.m. British Standard Time on the 4th of August in the United Kingdom. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.